Homie, I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro.
Hello, all pro wrestling faithful. I am Matthew Theall, the greatest mind in professional wrestling. That is Shane Stoli. That right there, that is Dalton Frost.
Making his way to the ring first from Colt County, Texas, weighing 285 pounds, the Hangman, Dalton Frost.
Dalton Frost, tag team partner of Big Country Jody Christopherson and the Sons of Texas. Jody Christopherson, who beat your man, Damian Grundy, last week.
Yeah, well, it took 3 spears, Shane. 3 spears!
Absolutely. Damian Grundy had a very impressive outing last week against Jody Christopherson, but ultimately came up just a little bit short in the match.
Well, you know, we can't win them all. But Dalton Frost's opponent about to come out and listen to that music. You know who that is, right?
The music sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
I'll give you a hint. We talked about him last week. He trained Daniel Torch. Huh?
Oh my God! Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All Pro Wrestling, Bobby Hart.
And his opponent making his way to the ring from Modesto, California, weighing 260 pounds, the ex-murderer, Bobby Hart.
Bobby Hart, one of the biggest men in Northern California professional wrestling today. This man is a beast, Matthew Theall.
He is. Look at him. He's huge. He's towering. His head is as tall as the middle rope. This man is enormous. And those rumors about him being an axe murderer are unsubstantiated.
Okay, I was wondering where he got the nickname, the axe murderer, but
It's something that was accused of him and is completely not true. But it does strike fear into the hearts of his opponents.
absolutely anything you can use to your advantage is all ammunition you can put in that gun.
Look at him, look at him. He's not trying to he's not trying to just refuse Sparky's orders. What he's doing, he's getting in the head of Dalton Frost.
Dalton Frost is looking fired up and ready to go here today, though.
Practically giddy.
Dalton Frost, of course, not always in the favor of the fans here at All Pro Wrestling. Remember when he was with Vinny Massaro and Oliver John? They were part of that group
The association.
there. Yeah, the association, absolutely.
You know, famous for beating the snot out of people. Dalton Frost, famous for beating the snot out of people, and he's going to try to beat the snot out of Bobby Hart in this match. And there's the bell. We've got an underway opening contest of Gym Wars. Dalton Frost taking on Bobby Hart in his APW debut.
We've got some fantastic matches. Oh, locked up here. Both Dalton and Bobby raring to go in this matchup.
And Bobby Hart almost overpowering Dalton. They're fighting in the lockup. Neither man able to get a clear advantage.
You know, it's not many men that tower over Dalton Frost, so that's got to be getting into his head right there.
Circling once again, another lockup in the middle of the ring. This time Bobby Hart able to push Dalton Frost into the corner.
Let's see if we get a clean break here.
And there we go, a clean break. Following the rules, Bobby Hart is.
But he's still getting into Dalton Frost's head with that little shoulder tap.
There we go, Bobby Hart with a go behind. Dalton Frost trying to muscle his way out of it, but can't quite break the grip, and he does there.
Dalton Frost with that wrist lock.
That arm wringer. Bobby Hart trying to find a way out of it, trying to alleviate the pressure by rotating Dalton Frost's body.
Oh, reverses it. Bobby Hart in control. Bobby Hart definitely has a height advantage he can use to gain control of Dalton Frost here.
Now, something that not a lot of people know about Bobby Hart is that he can turn anything into a submission move.
Really? I myself did not know that. That's impressive.
You saw him there. He's weakening the arm of Dalton Frost, obviously watching tape, knowing that Hangman's Lariat can come really at any point.
Absolutely. That's a key maneuver in Dalton Frost's offense. And if Bobby Hart takes that away early, it's going to be harder and harder for Dalton Frost to get the victory here today.
Now Bobby Hart.
Referee today, senior official Sparky Ballard. Two big shoulder blocks by Dalton Frost.
Right into that joint. Dalton Frost showing a sign of technical prowess in this match. I really thought that they would both go after each other, guns out, shoot, you know. I don't even know how to describe the kind of match that I thought I would see, but this isn't it, I guarantee you that.
I believe that the Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes would say they was going to commit the clubbering, if you will.
Yes.
I think that's what you're talking about there, and
yes.
We're not seeing that at all.
No.
Dalton Frost is very definitely a one-gear guy, so to see this type of technical prowess out of him, it is quite a surprise, man.
Maybe we need to get the medic out there to check on Bobby Hart's arm. He seems to be favoring that wrist a bit.
Oh, come on now. This is professional wrestling. Oh, cuts off the lockup with the big knee lift.
Out of nowhere. And there we go. Just a huge shot to the face.
Clubbing forearms by Bobby Hart. Oh, big clothesline.
Wow.
1, 2, just one, almost two. Too early in the contest to go for a pin on a guy like Dalton Frost.
Now the action is picked up in this match. Huge kick, and that knee colliding with the back of the head. Now, not many people know this, but Dalton Frost is coming off of staples in the back of his head from previous action.
Big body slam by Bobby Hart. Bobby Hart comes off with the elbow drop, rocks the whole ring. 2. Dalton Frost still able to power out at 2.
But Bobby Hart, the first man back to his feet, picking up Dalton Frost. But Frost, oh my, you can hear that all the way up here.
Another big forearm. Oh, and now one back by Bobby Hart. And Dalton again. This is what you were expecting, wasn't it, Matthew?
It's clubbing time, right?
Clubbering,
sure.
Oh, rams Bobby's head into the turnbuckle, does Dalton Frost, and follows up with those big shoulder blocks.
Dalton Frost really feeling this match so far. He's going after Bobby Hart, gonna whip him across the ring.
Fires him out of the corner. What's he setting up for here? Oh, Bobby Hart dodges and comes in with a huge clothesline. Oh!
2 boots to the face. Bobby Hart carrying his momentum all the way outside the ring.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a double foot face wash like that before. 2 count. Oh!
Only a 2 count. Dalton
Very
Frost
close.
somehow finds the strength to kick out of that just in time.
The fans are behind Frost here firmly today.
Bobby Hart stalking Dalton Frost.
Another big forearm. Oh, 2.
5 minutes as he lasts. 5 minutes.
These guys are just laying into each other with those big forearms.
A big boot. But Bobby Hart coming off the ropes.
Shakes it off like it was nothing. Oh!
No, all that German did was fire up Hart.
Oh! Didn't get all of that one there. Oh, double clothesline, and both men are out. Referee Sparky Ballard administering the count. One of these men has to get to their feet by the 10 count in order for this match to continue.
I don't know. They're both down and out, it looks. Sparky Hansen up to 6.
Bobby Hart has gained some fans here since this match started.
Well, if you're going to go out there and beat somebody up as much as Bobby Hart has, you are going to turn a couple of heads.
Very true. Both men back to their feet and firing in with even more of those big forearms.
Continuing to exchange forearms. That's been the majority of this match.
Both these men are going to have concussions by the end of this match. Big black elbow by Dalton Frost, setting up for the big body slam. Dalton Frost begging Bobby Hart to get up. Spine buster. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2. And Bobby Hart Dalton Frost just did not have that leg pulled in tight enough. Didn't get his body over Bobby Hart's shoulders, and Bobby Hart able to kick out at 2.
No, but Bobby Hart is still down, and he is still out from the forearms, from the spine busters, from everything.
Absolutely. I mean, these men have been killing each other for 6-7 minutes here now. I can't believe that they're both not out on the mat.
Looks like Frost is coming in with that Hangman's Lariat, but
oh, big STO by Bobby Hart. Heads in.
He's turning it into.
What's
there
he
we go.
going for?
There's that submission prowess that I was talking about. He's got the head of Dalton Frost, and he's tapped out.
Dalton Frost has tapped out to the submission hold by Bobby Hart.
That's incredible.
And the winner by submission in 7 minutes and 10 seconds, Bobby Hart.
Here is your winner making his debut here on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Bobby Hart.
I have never seen Dalton Frost tap out in a match before.
I have never seen anybody lay into Dalton Frost like that before. That was 7 minutes of nonstop punishment, Matthew Theall.
And Bobby Hart, the winner. Impressive debut against one of the toughest challenges in all pro wrestling.
I don't know. I would call him more the survivor than the winner, because those two men really took it to each other here today.
Dalton Frost letting Bobby Hart know.
Dalton Frost has got his sights set on a rematch with Bobby Hart. It seems pretty obvious.
That's true. And if I know Bobby, he's gonna give him that rematch at some point.
A hard-fought victory for Bobby Hart here today on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. Fans, we got to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we'll have more great action. Don't go away.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW BootCamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW BootCamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include the Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
And we are back, All Pro Wrestling faithful. I am Matthew Theall, the greatest mind of professional wrestling. That over there, that is Shane STOLI.
I am so happy to be in this chair next to Matthew Theall. I can't even begin to tell you.
I am not happy to be sitting in this chair next to you. I'm going to be honest with you.
From Vennis, Italy, weighing 230 pounds, Vennis DeMarco.
Come on, Matthew Theall. You'd have to say at least I'm the best smelling commentary partner that you've had.
That's true. John Roberts did smell terrible. And Killer Jay, let's not even start about that. But look at Vennis DeMarco. You know, he's coming out, he's going, yay, and everybody likes him. They're cheering for him. He wants to make all the stupid people in the audience happy. I used to like Vennis. We used to go out to Denny's. We used to talk long into the night talking about
cheating,
strategy, on how to win matches.
By cheating.
And now he goes out there and he wants to put on great matches for all of the people.
And not cheat.
Yeah.
Here comes Vennis DeMarco's opponent for today, the party animal, Mikey Jay.
And an opponent from Redwood City, California, weighing 180 pounds, Mikey Jay.
Mikey Jay getting some love from the fans in the front row.
Yeah, you know, Shane, I think I'm going to have to consult my lawyers. I'm pretty sure I put a copyright on the color green for Perry Von Vicious.
Really?
Yeah.
You can copyright colors now?
Yeah, well,
I thought Crayola was the only people that could do that.
You know, speaking of, we're about 6 weeks into the recovery of Perry Von Vicious.
How's he doing so far?
He's recovering. He's still in a lot of pain. It's difficult for him to breathe.
One of the most impressive matches I've ever seen between Dylan Drake and Perry Von Vicious. I was absolutely blown away.
Well, I will be sure to tell him that you said that because, you know, he's got other things to do than watch Vennis DeMarco versus Mikey Jay. But I'm here, sitting here, going to hopefully enjoy this match.
Absolutely. Your referee for this match is Toby Reynolds. Not very well liked by the All Pro Wrestling fans, unlike Vennis DeMarco and Mikey Jay.
Well, I mean, I don't particularly like Toby either. He threw me out of the match last week. That's not cool.
Well, you kind of did interfere in the match, Matthew.
Not that he
Lock
saw.
up into that top hand wrist lock by Vennis DeMarco. Oh, reversed into a hammerlock by Mikey Jay.
And there we go. Drop toe hold sends Mikey Jay crashing down onto his feet.
Vennis DeMarco floats over into that front face lock.
And then Mikey Jay with a reversal of his own back into that hammerlock. People going hold for hold, move for move in this match so far.
Absolutely, and this is where you can really see the difference for an all-pro wrestling boot camp graduate.
That's right, both men have graduated APW BootCamp. 2 generations of the boot camp, you'd have to say.
Absolutely. Not only that, former All-Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion in Vennis DeMarco, and a serious contender for that Young Lions Cup Championship in 2011 in Mikey Jay.
Well, you know, I mean, obviously he didn't win it, but he did beat Rick Luxury in his debut for the quote-unquote real Worldwide Internet Championship.
That's not an official title recognized by the governing body of All Pro Wrestling, so I wasn't going to mention it. But you do have a point. Anybody that can pull out a win over a man like Rick Luxury is an impressive individual.
Speaking of impressive, that tackle knocking down Vennis DeMarco. And Mikey Jay using the speed.
Oh, big clothesline after ducking one by Vennis DeMarco. 1, 2. Oh, Vennis too strong, and it's too early in the match to get a pin on a guy like Vennis DeMarco.
But Mikey Jay, quick and energetic, stays on Vennis DeMarco, doesn't allow him a moment, and slaps on that headlock.
Oh, Vennis DeMarco has him up and in that big side suplex.
And that is the veteran nature of Vennis DeMarco. Moves like that will cut off any kind of momentum that anyone has at any time.
Tearing into the guts of Mikey Jay with those big shoulder blocks. Mikey Jay in a bad way right now, just tossed right out of the corner by Vennis DeMarco. Mikey Jay is in a world of hurt right now, and Vennis DeMarco looks to capitalize with 2 count. I thought he might have had him there. Mikey Jay is looking to be in a bad way here.
But Mikey Jay just doesn't know how to call it quits. He's just hammering in the midsection of Vennis, only to be cut off.
Those clubbing forearms, there's no stopping Vennis DeMarco when he's on top in these matches. Oh, clubbing right hand. Vennis DeMarco, it looks like he's swinging like a 5-pound ham at you when those things are coming off. Reversal by Mikey Jay.
Into the corner, up with a monkey flip.
Monkey flip sends Vennis DeMarco hard to the canvas.
Mikey Jay not going for the cover, though, picking up Vennis, only to send him back down.
Whips him over and right back into that chin lock there.
And you'd have to call that a lack of experience from Mikey Jay. He picked up Vennis DeMarco, wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do with him, only to send him back down onto the mat.
Yeah, absolutely. Vennis DeMarco has at least 8 years on Mikey Jay in this match, and that's definitely going to play a factor later on. As we see right now, Vennis DeMarco battling up to his feet, throwing those elbows in. Another big right hand to the forehead of Mikey Jay.
A handful of hair pulls Mikey Jay back into the center of the ring.
Picks him up for a big body slam. I guess old habits die hard, Matthew Theall.
Vennis DeMarco coming with that elbow drop.
Mikey Jay in trouble here. Vennis DeMarco has the cover.
That's only a 2 count, but Vennis DeMarco not wasting a moment and puts Mikey Jay into a chin lock of his own.
He didn't have the leg hooked well enough. He had the shoulders covered, but he didn't hook the leg.
You just hate everyone's pins, I can tell.
I just think that when you get that pin hooked in right, you know, you can catch somebody by surprise.
The number 1 rule of being a Theall star is to always be going for the victory, so I'm 100% behind you on this note.
Mikey Jay battling back to his feet, throwing in a couple elbows of his own. That's 3, comes off the ropes. Oh!
Well-placed knee into the midsection of Mikey Jay.
Hit with that big kitchen sink knee lift there. Now Vennis DeMarco going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, I thought he might have had him there. Now that was a good pin right there.
Any bit of momentum that Mikey Jay has gained in this match has been immediately cut off by Vennis DeMarco.
Now Vennis DeMarco cutting off the air and blood to the brain.
If there's no blood in your brain, you can't think. That's true.
Mikey Jay is in a lot of trouble right here. He's got to figure out a way out of this. Vennis DeMarco has, back out into the hammerlock. Now Vennis DeMarco is in a lot of trouble.
If he could just reach over and get a rope, or maybe a well-placed elbow to the ear of Mikey Jay, and that'll be enough to get him off.
I think that Vennis DeMarco is in a little bit better shape here just because there's the weight discrepancy between Mikey Jay and Vennis DeMarco.
And there we go. Vennis is able to get the bottom rope. Mikey Jay breaking the hold, following the rules. Got to question that strategy.
Well, not everybody wants to cheat like you do to win, Matt Theall. Not everybody's going to jump up on the ring apron in the middle of their man's match and get thrown out of the match.
When did that happen?
Big forearm. Last week.
I don't remember that.
Boot to the midsection. Another clubbing forearm by Vennis DeMarco. Just levels Mikey Jay.
Ooh, a DDT. Oh, wow.
Mikey Jay is on Dream Street. Vennis DeMarco needs to move in for the kill here. Hook the leg. 1, 2. 2 count. So close.
And you can just see the wheels turning in Vennis's head as he rethinks what he wants to do here.
He's looking a little frustrated, though.
Still trying to wear out Mikey Jay, working on that neck and head.
Obviously, you know, possibly a precursor to that Italian necktie or the face spank.
But now Mikey Jay coming off of the ropes, ducking Vennis DeMarco's line off the middle rope and hits Vennis with a forearm.
Forearm by Mikey Jay. Ducks another clothesline. Oh, what a head scissors by Mikey Jay. Didn't quite get all of it, but certainly got a lot of momentum there. 2 count in.
That's only a 2. Vennis DeMarco barely able to get his shoulder up in time.
Vennis DeMarco has had his world flipped upside down by the young Mikey Jay.
Mikey Jay leaping through that legs, going for a leg drop.
Oh, Vennis DeMarco. Oh!
The action just so fast, it's hard
to keep up. Mikey Jay with that flying leg drop on Vennis DeMarco. 1, 2, and Vennis barely able to kick out just before 3. Mikey Jay looking to the referee to make sure that he didn't get the victory there. That was a really close count right there. Oh, another big kitchen sink by Vennis DeMarco.
Picking up Mikey Jay, sitting him down with a vicious power bomb.
I have not seen Vennis DeMarco do that move very often. 1, 2, and
Mikey Jay kicks out.
Very impressive. A lot of heart on Mikey Jay. I thought that was going to be it.
Wow.
Vennis DeMarco back to his feet and stalking Mikey Jay.
Vennis DeMarco now sending Mikey Jay into the top turnbuckle.
Mikey Jay is in a lot of trouble here. Vennis DeMarco, is he going to fire? Nope, he's sending him up to the top rope.
Vennis DeMarco's only got destruction and mayhem on his mind at this point in the match.
This does not look good for Mikey Jay at all.
Looks like he may be going for a top rope belly-to-belly suplex, but no, Mikey Jay fighting off Vennis.
Mikey Jay going up top, getting ready for something big here. Oh, missile drop kick. Takes Vennis DeMarco down to the mat. Mikey Jay is up on his feet, getting ready for more top rope maneuvers.
Mikey Jay scaling those ropes. He's got to have Swanton Bomb in mind.
Going to the well once again. Vennis DeMarco, the wily veteran, taking Mikey Jay's feet right out from under him.
Like I said, this entire match, any kind of momentum Mikey Jay has gotten, Vennis has been there to take him off.
Here goes Vennis. Oh! Believe he calls that's the Italian necktie. He doesn't do it very often anymore. But that's what he used to call it back when he was with the Mafia.
Essentially a running Death Valley driver.
Mikey over 2 count and
almost 3. Mikey Jay getting that shoulder up. And now you can see the frustration in Vennis DeMarco's face. He's not quite sure what he needs to do to put out Mikey Jay.
Absolutely, and understandably so. I mean, he's thrown everything he's got at Mikey Jay, and Mikey Jay just manages to come back, and come back some more. See, here we go. Reverses the Irish whip. Mikey Jay, big boot by Vennis DeMarco, and he's got him set up for the face spank. Here it goes. Oh, that has got to be it. Rolls Mikey Jay over. He is out cold. 1, 2, and 3. Vennis DeMarco is the victor here today.
And the winner by pinfall in 8 minutes and 40 seconds, Vennis DeMarco.
There you have it with a face spank on Mikey Jay. Vennis DeMarco picks up the victory.
Congratulations, Vennis DeMarco. You were able to best Mikey Jay.
Very impressive win here over a hot, young, up-and-comer in all-pro wrestling. Vennis DeMarco checking on his opponent, making sure he's okay after that big victory. I suppose you frown on this, Matthew Theall.
I do. If somebody's down and out, take the opportunity. Kick some dirt in his eyes.
Well, thankfully, Vennis DeMarco didn't do that here today. Once again, your victor, Vennis DeMarco.
The sportsman, Vennis DeMarco. Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a fantastic main event coming your way. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
You know something? When I came out and announced my retirement, I had doctor's orders. They said I could never wrestle again. Rick Luxury, you came out and ruined that. You had to come out here and tell me it was your time. It wasn't my time, it was yours. And then you attacked me from behind. You tried to take me out for good. You know what? I didn't stay down. I came back. I came back fighting. I came back fighting for all fans. You know, then a month ago, Christmas Chaos, I had you beat, Rick. I had you beat. But Marcus Mack had interfered. It cost me the match. I got hit in the face with a chair. And it hurt. What's that? You know what, Rick?
He's also a pretty boy.
You got a good look at what guys DeMarco can do with Christmas Chaos. The old Vennis is coming back. I'm sick and tired of getting hit from behind. I'm getting sick and tired of being hit with chairs. You know what? I'm ready to dish out some Italian-style punishment. Rick Luxury, the next Gym Wars, January 14th. I want you here in this ring, in this garage, in an Italian-style punishment match. Here's how it's gonna go down, Donovan. We're gonna have handcuffs in all of these corners. Whoever gets the handcuffs gets to handcuff their opponent and dish out some Italian-style punishment. Rick Luxury, that person's gonna be me. I'm coming out on top. I'm gonna see you here, January 14th, handcuffed at my mercy. And believe me, I'm gonna be the one that's swinging the chairs. Hey! 5, 4.
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396 or visit us at www.allprowrestling.net.
No, because he the one that first started talking all that mess. Nah, don't let no. Come from backstage, man. Show you a get in the ring and we gonna see what's really good, man. We trying to run away now. Hey, man, tell me to calm down. No, get in the ring, man. Let's go. Right now, get in the ring. Let's see you. Get in the ring. Let's go. I'm all pro. And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place. You always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro. And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro.
You don't see this gold around the waist and hear the fans scream my name every time I'm in this place. A harsh reality to those that wanna battle me. Address me as your majesty, I'll wear the crown properly. Copy me if you could, my chemistry complex. Irish whip off the rope, drop kick, force and respect. Tapping the mat, you hoping to quit? No submission. If you would use your brain, you wouldn't have been in this position. My suplex is like a bottomless pit. Got 'em wondering when they gon' hit the mat. Every time that I live, you're not a contender, you're a pretender. I insinuate pain. Gym Wars is the place that forever knows my name. I'm a general, you're still in boot camp. I'm what you call big money, you're just a food stamp. Who's next? Blame me cause I don't know how to lose. I'm who the kids wanna be. Watch them study my moves, I'm all pro.
And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the bench and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro. And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the bench and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro.
Consider this a moment of silence to your end of career. An allegiance to the nation of soldiers without fear. Bunch of heathens, radical mercenaries, magic tricks on adversaries. If it's hard to watch and listen to the commentary, every single thing that you wish to ever be. There is no comprehension, snitches listen but never say a thing. Mission in the Jeckles, crystal clear is my perspective. You'll be super stupid if you ever choose to disrespect it. I'm moving like a road runner, Wile E. Coyote. None of your hate can ever slow me, none of your traps can ever hold me. I ain't gotta do the dirt. Keep an eye on my homies, they put weapons under the skirt. My backup is much work, so back up before we activate. We can't calm down. We enjoy hearing you screaming, body slam to the ground. If you claiming to be king, I'ma give you a crown. Then we walk off with your queen and show her around. Rockstar status, got cars, pass cars, VIP seaters, 5-star meal eaters. I'm everywhere you never been. You should see how they greet us. I just put on the show. You just receive a beating. You just keep on believing that one day you'll be better. But if you think against us, that day will be never. I'm tougher than the Tonka truck. Would it be smart to pressure luck? You have to the count of 3 to kick out, but too late, your time is up.
And the winner is, and still.
Homie, I'm all pro. And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the bench and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro. And you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the bench and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. Homie, I'm all pro.
We are back, Shane. This is main event time. The Universal Championship is on the line.
That music can only mean one thing, Matthew Theall. It is the introduction of Tumbleweed from Tough Enough, AJ Kirsch.
The WWE Tough Enough superstar AJ Kirsch getting his Universal Heavyweight Championship opportunity, coming on the heels of a vicious attack by the Carnival of Shadows a couple of weeks ago, as we saw in Gym Wars.
AJ Kirsch in his own right, a former All-Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion with Ego, Nate Rules, and their manager, John LaRocca.
That's right. No stranger to APW Championship gold AJ Kirsch is. And still, we have no idea what the reasoning for that attack.
It's a mystery. I'm just chalking it up to wrong place, wrong time for AJ Kirsch. Either that or the Carnival of Shadows is jealous of the popularity. They've always been outsiders. And the Carnival of Shadows just likes to cause mayhem.
That's pretty good analysis. I'll go with that.
Speaking of the Carnival of Shadows, here comes the All-Pro Wrestling Universal Heavyweight Champion, and I imagine he'll have the Carnival in tow. It's Jeckles the Jester. Oh, there's Corvus. Oh, there's Omega.
And I'm sure Darkness is close behind.
Absolutely.
Now, you called him Jeckles the Jester. I'm sure that if you were to do that to his face, he would be none too happy about it. He's not so Jester-like anymore. He's not here to bring happiness to the king.
I suppose that's true. That's my mistake. I get you're right. It's a good thing I didn't make that mistake while he was nearby.
Hopefully, he has a forgiving heart.
Well, maybe he just doesn't have YouTube and can't get All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars on KAZV14 in the Central Valley. So
you're safe.
Yeah, I think I should be all right.
All right, that's good. That's good. But here he is, the Universal Heavyweight Champion, well-deserved. He brings so much pain and destruction and punishment every time he goes into the ring.
Absolutely. And not only that, he has ended the career of quite a few All Pro Wrestling stars. He took out Oliver John, and more recently, he ended the career of one of the greatest members of the All Pro Wrestling roster, Larry Blackwell.
Synonymous with the term All Pro Wrestling pioneer was Larry Blackwell.
And the first unified champion in the history of All Pro Wrestling, held the Worldwide Internet Championship and the Universal Heavyweight Championship at the same time.
And now the career of Blackwell is over because of the Universal Champion, Jeckles.
Absolutely. AJ Kirsch has really got his work cut out for him now that the Carnival of Shadows, coming in off of a big win, taking him out for no real reason.
And Jeckles sitting, staring at AJ, laughing at him, as if to say there was no chance that he's going to walk away champion today.
So, I have to ask you, Matt, since your dealings with him. Okay, Matthew, who was the scariest member of the Carnival of Shadows?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. This match had a 30-minute time limit. Referee for this contest, APW Senior Official Sparky Ballard. Introducing first, the challenger. From San Francisco, California, weighing 224 pounds, he is a former APW Tag Team Champion, AJ Kirsch. And his opponent, with Corvus, Darkness, and Omega. From Carnival, weighing 240 pounds, he is the current and defending APW Universal Heavyweight Champion and a member of the Carnival of Shadows, Jeckles!
Oh dear Lord.
Jeckles is one disturbed individual.
I have no idea what to even say about him. He's sitting there. It looks like he has no idea what's going on, but you know he knows what's up.
Jeckles is one of the most cunning athletes in the history of All Pro Wrestling. He's spending his time right now getting into the mind of AJ Kirsch.
The APW faithful, not behind Jeckles one bit, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, you can't really blame him for that. I mean, after the Carnival of Shadows attacked AJ Kirsch at random, after ending Larry Blackwell's career, I don't think that there's a lot of sympathy on the part of the fans for one Jeckles.
No, not at all. But Sparky doing what he can to check Jeckles for weapons, but you'd have to say that Jeckles himself is a weapon.
Absolutely. One of the most vicious competitors in All Pro Wrestling today. Reluctant to give up that Universal Heavyweight Championship.
I'm not sure if we should be proud that Jeckles came from the APW BootCamp or not.
Well, I mean, I'm proud of anybody that makes the commitment that it takes to become a graduate of the All Pro Wrestling BootCamp. But Jeckles is really taking it above and beyond what we teach here at All Pro Wrestling.
And like I said, the last time we saw him in action when he faced Larry Blackwell in that no-holds-barred Falls Count Anywhere match, just something snapped in Jeckles' head during that training. I don't know what it was. I don't know when it happened, but that man is insane.
I can't disagree with you there, Matthew Theall. Getting ready to lock up here now with AJ Kirsch.
But you have to see right there, Jeckles' strength advantage showing early on.
And he's got a little bit of a height advantage, too.
As he just plays with AJ, going in as if he was going to hit him. AJ trying to block, but all Jeckles does is laugh at him.
Jeckles getting into the mind of AJ Kirsch, playing those mind games that he's known so well for. Oh, AJ showing his quickness there.
But if AJ is anything, AJ is a competitor. Oh, man. That wasn't even a full suplex. All Jeckles did was pick up AJ and just toss him back down to the ground.
Again, just the mind games of Jeckles have got to wear on you almost as much as the physical abuse he can put on you.
But as I was saying before, AJ Kirsch is a competitor. If there was one thing that Tough Enough did for him, it was ignite the fire in the belly and turn AJ Kirsch into a real professional wrestler.
Rolls Jeckles over 1 count, but Jeckles out very quickly.
And AJ showing that prowess, rolling up.
Small package 1.
Oh, only a 1 count. Jeckles able to kick out just in time, but AJ Kirsch right back on the attack. He's running Jeckles up to the ropes, rolling him up with a counter roll. And it's only a 1 count again.
Jeckles powers out.
And now AJ laughing at Jeckles.
Throwing Jeckles off his game. But you got to know that power that Jeckles used to kick out of that pin is in AJ Kirsch's head as well.
AJ Kirsch hopefully came into this match with a clear strategy in mind. But he can't allow himself to fall for these games that Jeckles has.
Jeckles asking AJ to play. AJ hits the ropes. Oh. And Jeckles almost took AJ off his feet there.
You have to know that AJ right now is just playing into the hands of Jeckles.
Absolutely. I mean, Jeckles has the height advantage as well. Takes AJ off his feet. Not a smart move to play the game the way Jeckles wants to.
AJ asking for one more time.
Just a glutton for punishment here, it seems like.
Oh! Standing crossbody takes Jeckles off guard. Maybe AJ was the one playing Jeckles. I don't know.
Big drop kick follows up with a big body slam. Comes up to the second rope in the corner.
He's coming down with a flying leg drop.
Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out by Jeckles. Far too early to get a pin on a guy like Jeckles, the Jester here. Big body press. Followed by a bulldog. AJ Kirsch firmly in control. 1, 2. Jeckles kicks out and heads for the corner.
Now AJ scaling to the middle rope, trying to hammer the head of Jeckles, but
Jeckles slides out.
Oh man, AJ Kirsch eating the top turnbuckle.
Followed by a big elbow by Jeckles. AJ Kirsch in a world of hurt here now.
He could have a broken jaw.
Jeckles goes for the pin. 1, 2.
That's
Kick
a 2
out by
count.
AJ Kirsch. Fans, we got to take a break.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW BootCamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW BootCamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
We are back, All Pro Wrestling faithful. This is the Universal Heavyweight Championship match, Jeckles versus AJ Kirsch.
1, 2. Jeckles still firmly in control, but AJ Kirsch able to fight out of another pin attempt.
You can see AJ holding onto that mouth. You saw just before we went to commercial break, Jeckles connecting with a huge elbow to the face.
Oh, jawbreaker by AJ Kirsch. May turn the tide here, but Jeckles, the Jester, too quick.
A handful of hair brings AJ Kirsch down to the mat. Jeckles back in control, going for a cover.
1, 2. Kick out by AJ Kirsch, but man, he really telegraphed that back body drop. Jeckles still in control of this match, stomping on the back of AJ Kirsch. AJ fighting his way to the ropes, trying to get a break. Jeckles not allowing it. Choke on the bottom rope.
And there we go, Darkness inserting herself in the match, biting AJ Kirsch's head. Oh.
Darkness is one disturbed individual. And now Corvus lending a little bit of distraction to the match as well.
What does Jeckles have in mind here? He's going to the outside, coming down
big
with a
leg drop by Jeckles to the neck of AJ Kirsch.
And AJ Kirsch's head was draped over the bottom rope too. That'd be enough to break someone's neck.
Jeckles goes for the pin, 2 count.
But AJ Kirsch has been kicking out of every pinfall attempt with fierceness, with tenacity, making sure that everyone knows this match is not over and AJ Kirsch still has a little bit of fight left in him.
Big body slam here by Jeckles the Jester.
But I wonder how long it's going to be before Jeckles is able to get... Whoa!
Oh!
AJ with double feet to the face
Whoa,
of Jeckles,
Jeckles up
rolling him
2
up.
count.
Woo! Now
Catches
AJ
him.
trying to get him with that backslide.
Jeckles, too tall, has too much leverage and gets a big clothesline.
Every time AJ Kirsch thinks he has the advantage, Jeckles is there to take it away. And a kick out by AJ Kirsch there. Jeckles wondering why he hasn't quite gotten to 3 yet.
It's the difference. It's the difference it makes when you're a Universal Heavyweight Champion. You've got to do anything you can to hold on to that belt, like throwing big forearms like that and rocking your opponent's world.
But AJ firing back with forearms of his own. He doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
See, that's a mistake. You don't want to play that game with Jeckles because Jeckles likes to be hit.
Well, if there's one thing that Jeckles has been doing this entire match, it's been able to get into the mind of AJ Kirsch and make him play the games that Jeckles wants to play.
Jeckles goes for a pin.
And that's a 2 count. AJ able to kick out.
Jeckles getting a little bit flustered here. 2. And another.
Now he's just...
Jeckles is coming unhinged here, laying those big right hands into the head of AJ Kirsch.
He wants that 3 count desperately.
1, 2.
That's
AJ
another.
still able to battle out.
Jeckles
Looks like he's about to lose it. Well, more than he already has.
Now Jeckles, he's got to have vertical suplex in mind. Not quite able to get AJ up.
AJ fights his way out, but Jeckles clubs into him and gets him up.
No,
AJ out again. Going for a suplex of his own. No.
Trying to go for that O'Connell roll
again. And a big boot by Jeckles just levels AJ Kirsch. Jeckles should try for a pin now.
He might be able to get that 3.
There he goes. There he goes. 1, 2, and I think he waited too long.
It's true.
I think that that could be a costly mistake for Jeckles the Jester.
You can see the anger, the hate in the eyes and in the face of Jeckles. He's draping AJ Kirsch over that top rope.
Sparky Ballard administering the count. Hot shot by Jeckles. Cutting the air off for AJ Kirsch. Goes for the pin. 1, 2.
Oh, that's another
AJ
2.
able to kick out again. I am amazed at how much punishment AJ Kirsch has been able to absorb here today.
But Jeckles still in control of this match. Another forearm to the face of AJ.
Every time he does, I can feel that. That is just brutal.
And he gives AJ Kirsch those spaghetti legs. He's not able to quite keep his balance.
Fires AJ into the corner. Oh, but AJ able to duck out.
Going for that waist lock again, but Jeckles again, another well-placed elbow and a clubbing shot to the back. Going up with a belly-to-back suplex, but no, AJ Kirsch rolling out of it onto his feet. Leaping neckbreaker.
Jeckles has lost all momentum. Let's see if AJ Kirsch can capitalize here. Both men down and out, and referee Sparky Ballard administers the count.
And you can just see the battle scars on AJ Kirsch. He has to use the ropes to get back to his feet. Not quite able to get up on his own.
Jeckles has been punishing him for what seems like an eternity. Both men back to their feet. AJ able to block those huge forearms from Jeckles. Lays into him with a few of his own, followed by a chop, and fires Jeckles off, but a reversal by Jeckles. Ooh. Flying back elbow by AJ Kirsch. Another big back elbow. Taking Jeckles off his feet twice, and a big reverse atomic drop, followed by a discus clothesline. And Jeckles is down for the pin. 1, 2.
2 count. Jeckles able to kick out, saving his championship for another couple of minutes at the very least.
AJ has got to not give Jeckles the opportunity to catch his breath here.
Now AJ calling for Jeckles to get back to his feet. You got to wonder the strategy here.
Jeckles blocking. Oh, but AJ Kirsch manages to roll him over.
AJ now rolling. Oh, with another neck breaker.
Interesting neck breaker by AJ Kirsch. That's an odd variation on the neck breaker. 2 count, and Jeckles able to kick out at the last second.
AJ Kirsch needs to really rethink his strategy. He also needs to make sure that he keeps a watchful eye on the rest of the Carnival of Shadows at ringside. You never know when they're going to inject themselves in this match.
I'm surprised they've shown this much restraint.
AJ going for that stunner, but no, Jeckles able to catch him and hit him with that
full Nelson suplex by Jeckles.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, Jeckles talking to the Carnival. This can't be good for AJ.
And it seems as though his hand is telling him it's time. It's time for the joke slam.
Jeckles is one disturbed individual. When you talk to your hand, I don't. Their words can't describe what's going on inside your head.
As long as the hand doesn't talk back, I guess it's okay. But Jeckles,
he's got him goozled. AJ Kirsch, able to jump out and a super kick.
Just knocking the lights out of Jeckles. It took him a minute, but he finally lost his balance. If
Jeckles is down for the count, if AJ is able to get the pin here.
No, he's going up. He's going up top. You got to think he's looking for that flying elbow.
This could be a big mistake. Jeckles is out cold. Oh, he gets the elbow. This could be it right here.
No. Sparky Ballard is distracted by Darkness and Dolly.
The Carnival of Shadows in, taking all kinds of advantage of AJ Kirsch.
Man, a flying kick by Corvus. Omega rolling. You got
1, 2, 3.
Did Sparky see Omega?
He must not have.
And the winner by pinfall in 11 minutes and 39 seconds. And still, APW Universal Heavyweight Champion Jeckles.
Well, you gotta say the Carnival of Shadows saved the Universal Championship for Jeckles in this one.
There's no doubt, Matt. I mean, there was no way that Jeckles was going to pull one out.
And the assault on AJ Kirsch is continuing.
The Carnival of Shadows finally unleashing all of their anger and bile on
AJ Kirsch. And Darkness scaring off Sparky Hansen.
We got to get some help out here for AJ. Jeckles laughing as the Carnival of Shadows continues to lay into AJ Kirsch.
Looks like the cavalry has arrived.
Dalton Frost is in to make the big save.
Suburban Commandos, Matt Carlos, Sheik Kanabati.
Everybody out here to help out AJ Kirsch. Fans, that's it for another week of Gym Wars. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
Marcus, what the hell is Vennis DeMarco rambling about? An Italian punishment match. What's he gonna do? Huh, DeMarco? You gonna sit me down, force feed me your grandmother's nasty meatballs? You gonna tie me to a chair and make me sit through the Godfather saga?
You know what, Vennis DeMarco? This ain't no mobster movie. The only thing you have in common with these mobster movies is you don't get your legs knocked off and your casket's gonna feel roomy.
You see, just like your little mobster movies, your little fantasy world's about to come crashing down on you, DeMarco. You want to put handcuffs around the corner and put me in an Italian punishment match? DeMarco, you're just a bump in the road until I can face Colt Cabana again to get the APW Worldwide Internet Championship back. But DeMarco, you want to force me in a ring with handcuffs? Have you ever been to jail, DeMarco? Because I have. I'm going to handcuff you to the corner, and I am going to beat you within an inch of your worthless, spaghetti-eating life. And if you don't believe me, DeMarco, just wait and see. Hey. Benito.